Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the RobsNetworkers Sunday Night Conference. It is 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and it is October 21st, 2012. My name is Rob Gehring. I'm the admin and the owner of RobsNetworkers, Traffic Leads to Income, Matrixbuster 2.0, and I'm a proud Sizzle Master Distributor. So those are things that I'm involved in, and those are things that I bring to RobsNetworkers, which is some great recommendations and a path for you to follow if you're looking to follow a path, but it's a successful path, I definitely will tell you. So tonight's proceedings are being recorded, and we'll be putting these recordings up on the website, hopefully. But we thank our audience here tonight for being here, and we're going to get into an overview tonight. We're going to talk about what RobsNetworkers is, step by step, and then we're going to maybe get into some questions and comments later. That'll be after the recording, and some other fun things. So I would like to tell you that the rules of the room are pretty simple. No advertising. So we ask that you listen intently to the information that we put forth tonight. No links, no email addresses, and nothing that would be of an advertising nature. We appreciate that greatly. Give me a Y to my live audience tonight if you can hear me okay. I just want to make sure. I'm thinking everything should be fine, but I just want to make sure. Very good. Thank you for that. Okay, so without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about RobsNetworkers. We're going to put it into desktop sharing mode here. So desktop, start sharing. Then we're going to move it into my Mozilla browser mode in a moment. And keep spreading the word. Keep telling people what's going on tonight, what's going down. There's a lot of energy. There's a lot of good marketing vibes tonight. So I think people would probably want to be here if they only knew what we did. Okay. My desktop sharing is not coming up, so that could be a problem. Whoops, let's try that again. There we go. Oh, it worked. Okay, whew, that's a relief. Okay, so let's move over to my Firefox browser. Okay, so RobsNetworkers is a training and support community developed by me. It consists of my best techniques, training, and resources. It is mentoring at its finest. So it's not just a collection of programs and good luck with that. It is people like myself and Janet and Dawn and other leaders that are here to help you through our various trainings, conferences like we're doing tonight, and our Skype support group. Tonight we happen to be in the Net Learning Academy room, and we're honored to be here. The Net Learning Academy sponsors us on Sundays at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and you can find Net Learning Academy in your Traffic Leads to Income downline builder. So again, we appreciate those guys giving us this space on Sunday evenings. So to continue about RobsNetworkers, yes, we have a Skype mentoring group. We have our own conference room outside of this room that we can at any time bring somebody in for help, support, a mentoring session, the voice support that I think is really important, to succeeding, having somebody that can pull you into a conference room and get things straightened out for you. We also offer our premier tip of the funnel program, which is Traffic Leads to Income. So our first recommendation to people is that they are members of Traffic Leads to Income. Ask your sponsor, ask your person who invited you here tonight to give you their lead capture link so you can join their list and be introduced to Traffic Leads to Income and a whole array of things that will help you succeed and get your business organized. So Traffic Leads to Income, build your list first before you build somebody else's list. You should really be taking care of yourself first and foremost. And it is a tip of the funnel marketing system. So it is a suitcase, if you will, for everything that you do online. It leads people, to everything. Your primary business, most importantly, at the end of the day. So we find on the internet, when we advertise our primary business, a lot of times we get nothing, especially in passive advertising modes, like a traffic exchange or a place like that. But when we advertise our list and offer people tips and training and support, it changes their thought process of opting in. And it's through that opt-in and them getting to know us via opting in our list, seeing what our thank you pages look like, getting into a tip of the funnel program like Traffic Leads to Income, that they know that all of a sudden this is different than anything that they've seen before, and they're willing to join anything under you. So where they were once reluctant to enter your MLM, your network marketing program, they are now very fine with it, because it's the greatest icebreaker really there is on the internet. And people that aren't using systems like this really are probably the ones that are struggling getting any leads, having a lot of success, or they're just spinning their wheels. So it's really exciting that we're able to offer this to so many people. So you're in the right place. And this video that we're doing tonight is going to be where it says right there, video coming soon. See where my mouse is at? Video coming soon. So that's where I'm going to put it. So I want to do a good job on this tonight. Clean, boom, and it'll be here for posterity. So if somebody says, what is Rob's Networkers? You can say, go to the RobsNetworkers.com and watch the video, for crying out loud. Okay. So step A, I'm going to go over these steps quickly, and in future conferences, we will break these down. That step A is about like 1 sentence long, but we could probably do a whole conference about some concepts related as well to that thought process. But the simple point of step A is make sure you're subscribed to my Rob's Networkers email list for news, updates, and special offers. People that join Traffic Leads to Income are offered, to subscribe to that list. And I'm going to see if I can come back into the room and give you that link. We also put forth some recommendations through some various swap partners that we do ad swaps with, so you'll get an occasional advertisement, but we're selective of what we put through to you, so you don't have to worry too much about that. And I'm going to come back to you now and give you, if I can, I've not done this before, coming back and giving links, but it looks like it works. So that's the first step. And let me head back to the site. Okay, so that's the first step, is being connected with Rob's Networkers updates and information and good resources and things that will, things at least to investigate and take a look at, and more things to help move you forward. So that's really pretty much it for step A. Step B is to subscribe to the Rob's Networkers blog in the left-hand column. So every time I do a blog update, then you get notification. Is there anybody here that actually is subscribed to the blog that knows when I update it? Doesn't have to wait for an email? Because I will send an email to my list, to the list that I just mentioned to you previously. I'll send an update. Here's the blog update. We're doing this conference tonight. Please come. But if you're subscribed to the blog and the email somehow doesn't make it your way, you actually get that. You should get that update immediately that the blog is updated, especially if you're using the RSS feed. So in the left-hand column of this Rob's Networkers page, which is actually just a blog page, so it's connected to my Traffic Leads to Income blog, you'll see subscribe to the Traffic Leads to Income blog by email, and below that you'll see subscribe to the RSS feed. So I'm going to come back to the room and give you this link. Excuse me. So remember, left-hand column, this is the blog subscription. So again, it's getting you connected with me so that I can share information with you, is the bottom line. Okay, that's really the whole idea here. All right, in the beginning stages. Alrighty, and I usually do a blog update every week, and you never know. I sometimes go some different directions. I may do a midweek update. There may be some concept or thought that pops into my head. If I know that I have enough blog subscribers to make it worth the while, we can pump all kinds of information through. So it's still a work in progress. We have many more on the email list than we do the blog list. And I'd like to see more RSS subscribers, because that's kind of the whole getting past email technology thing that I think is that is good, to try to step into your discomfort zone a little bit with things like that. And you may have to do a little homework about RSS feeds and things, but I think you'll be glad to know that that's the quickest, that's immediate. As soon as I hit submit and update, and that article is posted, if you're paying attention and you know where to find your feed of things that you've subscribed to, you have immediate notification there. All right, so step C, follow the 11 steps to success in Traffic Leads to Income. So that's where we ask you to join Traffic Leads to Income. Go back to your sponsor. Many people who get to this page already are Traffic Leads to Income members, but somebody could come to a conference tonight and not be a member. So get with the person who sent you tonight. Get with the person who invited you. Get with your sponsor. If you have any questions on that, you can get back to me. Whoops, I didn't mean to go to my Skype. I wanted to come back to the room. I wanted to give you my Skype update, or my Skype information. My Skype is rob.gehring. If you have any questions, if you know a name but you don't know how to get in touch with them, I can certainly help facilitate that. I'd like you to anyway connect with me on Skype. As you can see, I'm very into connecting with people. I'm very into networking. That's why we call it Rob's Networkers, quite frankly. Because the internet, to me, 10 years ago when I first started, or 12 years ago when I first started, was kind of scary. It was a scary place because it felt really cold, and I felt really lonely, and I didn't really have anybody to help me. So I sought out people. I craved that connection, and now I crave it in a different way. I want to connect with people to help them and get them, moving in a good direction. So I think you'll find your ultimate success when you look at the whole networking piece and really understand why. If you're uncomfortable with it, don't be, because it's where the success lies in this business. It's reaching out to people. It's getting beyond. Everybody knows that you can post a lead capture page, or you can put an ad over here, but I think the people that really get people's attention are somebody that is willing to bust through bust through the computer screen, so to speak, and just say, hey, I'm here, I'm live, I'm not just somebody in the shadows. I'm willing to tell you who I am, where I live, and offer help and support within a community that offers help and support. Boy, that's going to make me as that new person, as that new Rob Gehring 12 years ago, sitting there kind of feeling alone. I would have jumped on that, boy, in a moment, and I probably would have saved myself 5 years of frustration, quite frankly, and probably a lot of dollars wasted. So anyway, that's a thought about that. So 11 steps to success in traffic leads to income. Once you're a member, once you get in, you just start with step 1. I get people ask me all the time, what do I do? They call me, what do I do? I don't get it. Did you read? Log in, click that big lettering that says click here to begin and read. And if you really honestly try and you read, it will make sense. But if you don't understand, then we have all the support in the world, to help clarify and answer questions and things like that. Because we have a Skype group that once you join Traffic Leads to Income and you're following the instructions, it's like breadcrumbs. You're following the breadcrumbs. You will be exposed to our Skype group. If you are a Traffic Leads to Income member tonight and you don't have me connected on your Skype, do so immediately, and then ask me to drop you into the support group. Again, it's a connection point. It's a touch point. It's critical. It's part of Rob's Networkers. It's part of networking. It's part of community. So the Skype group is critical. We also have our Matrixbuster 2.0 that we offer as a specific application of Traffic Leads to Income, and that's at the Rob's Networkers blog, or the Rob's Networkers page, right up here at the top. Matrixbuster 2.0. Write down the password. It is Matrixbuster 20. So it's the same thing except you leave off the decimal point. Easy to remember. It's password protected because I want to know who's using it. I want people to reach out to me. I want to kind of get a feeling of who's out there. So that's why it's password protected, and it's Matrixbuster 20. So you just leave off that period, the decimal point, and you got it. So what that is, we'll go into more detail about that in a future conference. But it's making a specific autoresponder recommendation. You don't have to take that recommendation. You may use another autoresponder. Maybe you want to take a look at Traffic Wave as a backup and a way to earn additional income, like a lot of people I know in the room tonight use it for. And we all know, and I can think of a couple people specifically that had their autoresponder crash and needed to get out a quick mailing and had a backup and took care of it. But Matrixbuster 2.0 puts Traffic Wave and Traffic Leads to Income together in, I think, just a tremendously powerful sense. And it follows the Traffic Leads to Income formula of building your list, tip of the funnel, but it adds a multi-level income capability and a pay it forward that Traffic Leads to Income by itself can't do. And it almost can qualify, to my knowledge, as a primary business. Almost, not quite. We'll get to primary business in a moment, but it's a close substitute until you find that great network marketing or that great product or that great powerful online offline situation, and then it can kind of sit in the background a little bit more for you. So that is step C. So now we've got the 11 steps of success. Now we're plugged into a community, into blog updates. We're plugged into a list of somebody who puts forth good updates and helpful information. Now you're moving and grooving. It's time to pick a primary business opportunity that you plug in. So that's in step 7 of traffic leads to income. So by the time we get to step D, we're sitting right on the edge there, looking at the downline builder in traffic leads to income, looking at what's the recommended primary business opportunities. And I have another blog article. I love doing these tutorials. Again, come up to the top of any of my blog pages, but if you're at RobsNetworkers.com, it says primary business. I give a specific recommendation of something that I'm doing that may or may not be in your downline builder. Your sponsor may have another powerful online, offline, debt-free, top-notch business. You can ask them. But there's more to that article than meets the eye. It's more than just a recommendation, but it's also a process that you can use in any business, including Matrixbuster 2.0, including traffic leads to income directly. Traffic leads to income, anything that you put a lot of onus on and focus can become your primary business, really. I define it for the advanced marketer, for somebody who's really moving through the process, something that you can also take offline, that your grandma down the road and your Aunt Susie also can understand, something physical they can hold and touch. Granny can't probably, and I shouldn't say that, but certain grannies, there's grannies that have the technology mastered, but there's certain people that they're not interested in. My mother is not going to do internet marketing. She doesn't even have a computer. But she could understand a product that I could offer to her that would make her feel better or make her look better or, in some way enhance her life. So it's good to have stuff like that, that's in your funnel, that's in your portfolio. I can market to just about any. I think I can market to everybody in the world, actually. I think I can make that statement. With everything that's in my funnel, I can market to everybody in the world. I can have a business card that I can hand people. I can talk to people on Skype. I can put out passive ads on traffic exchanges. I can meet the needs of everybody in the world in one way, shape, form, or format. And isn't that exciting? And you can too. Follow Rob's Networkers and what we do and what we recommend. So that's a little bit about primary business. Belly to belly is the methodology that I teach in that article, in my primary business article, that you can apply to anything. Again, you're choosing, and it is a direct way to talk to people on the internet. All you need to do is, how many people here have Facebook? If you have 5 Facebook friends, you can qualify for this plan. Skype is part of it as well. Any traffic exchange, it has chat. So I seek out methods where I can go one-on-one. This is my active advertising, not my passive. So the reason I like to, I buy credits in traffic exchanges. I buy advertisements because I let that passive stuff do its thing. So myself, being trained in these methods of belly-to-belly marketing, which I'm going to be doing future trainings with you on, can be freed up to be in front of my business doing the heavy lifting, directly talking to somebody on Facebook chat or Skype and saying, how you doing today? And they answer, yeah, I'm doing good. Can I tell you about something I'm excited about? Sure. It's blah, blah, blah. Have you heard of it? No, I haven't. May I show you my site? Yes, you may. And some of you may have had this exact conversation with me at some point. You can have that conversation with somebody else. And you'd be surprised. You're thinking, you know what? Well, this couldn't work. It's too simple. Oh, it works. Oh, it works. It got me to master distributor with Sizzle International in less than 90 days. That's right. And I did nothing different, did nothing special, wanted to prove a point that I wanted to do it in a way that if I showed somebody else how to do it, they could have the same results. And that's been my passion for a little a little while here within the last 6 months. But anyway, so that's a whole separate training that we can talk about, the primary business training. But it's important. It's something to plug into your funnel. Okay, so what's step D in the Rob's Networkers plan, or step E rather? That was step D. Step E, completing your 11 steps to success. So then I go into step 8, step 9, step 10. I'm reinforcing different methods. I'm using safeless traffic exchanges. I am doing belly to belly. I'm advertising passively, and I'm also the driver of my active, my active stuff out there recruiting, right? Every great company in the world recruits. I work offline for a major company, and I've been a recruiter. Okay, so this is your business. Treat it like that. You're the CEO. Now, you can't hire a staff right now. Someday you may be able to hire a recruiter, an HR, and an operations manager. But right now you got to wear all the hats. But think of like this is your corporation. This is your company. This is critical stuff. Okay, so now you're seeing Rob's Networkers is pretty deep. It's pretty deep. It's like deep ocean fishing. It's going down there pretty far. There's more. So you complete your steps in traffic leads to income. I ask you to consider the great upgrade that we offer. And I'm going to give you an annual package, a 1-year upgrade at a price that's going to blow your socks off. And that'll be after we finish up the recording here. And if you're listening to the recording, get a hold of me through my support, my various ways to contact me, and my traffic leads to income support. And I'll offer that price to you too, if you just kind of bounced in on this recording. But the upgrade is critical because it opens up the downline builder that you can modify. Okay, so you make it your funnel, not mine. You customize it. Okay, you get 50% commissions versus 25, and then you also get the unlimited page builder in step 11. So I want to open step 11 up for you when you get down to step E in the Rob's Networkers plan. And I've got plans all the way from monthly to lifetime. And let me know. Just seek me out. I have other specials and different things that I can offer. Just where to find me. I'm here to help and support you guys for sure. So we finished traffic leads to income. Now we go to contact list builder. Contact list builder. So the regular traffic leads to income member, because I thought about, well, should I add that to step 11? Or should I not? And I grappled with it. But I want Rob's Networkers to be its own unique plan. So people that find Rob's Networkers will find my complete suite of recommendations, and they will in huge numbers. But after you've upgraded, after you've gotten a pretty good mastery of traffic leads to income, I want you to go to Contact List Builder. I want you to connect with Janet Legier and Don Legier. And they're going to add another 4 steps. They're going to add another 4 steps because actually there's 5 steps to their plan. Number 4 is traffic leads to income and using our lead capture pages to do exactly what we talk about, to build a list, tip of the funnel, move people into, they move tons of people from their lead capture pages into traffic leads to income into contact list builder because that is their recommendation. And it's actually our recommendation too. And you'll find contact list builder to be non-blockable in the traffic leads to income downline builder. Most things can be blocked, meaning that your downline won't see them. But there's a couple of things that to me are so critical, and they're for the most part the Rob's Networkers recommendations that we put to the no block status because they are really key points of focus, if you will. Okay, so contact list builder gives you more, helps you get your domain up and running. Okay, that's critical. That's your branding. Helps you understand a mindset to approach your business every day. That's priceless. Okay, so with this domain, with this great attitude, with this domain name, you got some hosting that goes with that. You get a WordPress blog uploaded. Now you're doing blog updates. You're plugged into search engine optimization. You can send these blog updates to your list. So you're leveraging your list. You're kind of using multifaceted technology here, reaching out to your list in a simple way, saying, "Hey, check out my check out my article. So your list plugs into your blog, the internet community and the marketing world, and people will find you via search engines as well. That will fall into your funnel. That'll fall into your bucket. It's exciting. Okay. So once again, CLB, part of Rob's Networkers, goals and motivation, plan of action, branding, relationship building, and yes, building your list first before you build somebody else's list. So a lot of that, and after you're done with step E, and you've gone through the training, and you're plugged into the community, and you are then a leader. Step F, which isn't listed here, you're a leader. You are a mentor. You've got a powerful machine. You've got a lot of advantages now. You're a business owner, and you just keep moving it forward, and then you teach others, and you duplicate. So mastery leads to duplication, leads to building a huge network, a huge army of followers, huge levels of income. And there's more surprises that those that follow us and those that are in the community know that you never know the tips that you're going to pick up, the people that you're going to meet, the things that are going to happen. So that is the Rob's Networkers overview. That is it. So there's a few other things at the bottom of the RobsNetworkers.com website that I'll allow you to explore. But I thank you for listening tonight. This recording, I feel, went pretty well, so I think it's going to be a keeper going forward. And I'm going to come back to the room, make sure everybody's still awake, and then we'll open it up to you guys. But I thank you very much. It's been a pleasure speaking with you. 22 in the room is awesome. So I'm going to end the recording now, and then I'm going to come back to the room, and we'll continue on with our conference this evening. So thank you very much.